Hey guys, Brittany Powers here, top 10 elite Beachbody coach, and I just wanted to make a little video to you all to talk about the power of your dream and why it is so vital to your future, to always dream big, to have huge, scary goals, and just talk about the power of that and why it is so important for you personally, for your business, for your family, for your future family, and things like that. So, what is a dream? A dream is something that we think about when we sleep. I mean, that's basically what it says in the dictionary if you were to Google it, Actually, I think it has a series of visions that you see in a state of rest. So that's usually what we think about dreaming. We always kind of throw around the term, in your dreams, like, ha ha ha, that's not going to happen. Keep dreaming. So, that word definitely does get tossed around and used kind of lightly. But dreaming is the one thing that every successful Beachbody coach has in common and thinks about daily. Stays up to date with their dreams and goals, and excuse me guys, I'm getting over this bronchitis. But it's basically something that every new coach does is we dream and we think about our dreams all the time. I mean, my current dreams, are to retire my husband, and I think about that every single day, especially the days, 5 days a week, when he walks out that door at 6 a.m. in the morning. I think about it at night when my kids say goodnight, Daddy, and they know they're not going to see him the next morning because he leaves so early. So I'm constantly reminded of my dream, and I have a dream board that I keep. Actually, it's like right there. I blew it up on a poster board. I specifically wrote out the things that I dream, my goals for this year, my dreams, and I spent $20. Took it to, I think it was Office Depot, got it blown up. And I have it on my wall. It's a visual. So I see it every day because I'm at this desk every day working. So I'm constantly reminded of it. And that's why I'm always emphasizing you guys every single month, do a monthly goal board, do a vision board, call it whatever you want, a dream board. But this is the power of your dream. Now, Coach Caleb actually is one of my favorite coaches to watch videos and trainings on. He's just really awesome. He talks about creating unshakable belief. Like, your dreams should create an unshakable belief when you think about them. I'm not just saying like, oh, my dream this year is to take my family on a vacation, to, Disney World. Like, that's a big dream, but I mean, like, does it scare the crud out of you? Like, when you think about it, like, what I'm talking about is saying, you know what, my dream is to take my family on a vacation to Italy for a month. Like, holy crud. Like, that creates unshakable belief when I think about that. That would be awesome. That's a big, scary dream. You know what I mean? So, you want your big dream to create unshakable belief. And you have to keep your dreams alive. So I'm glancing at my notes here. So what fuels your dreams? This is something that's really important to understand and to know. What fuels your dreams? Belief fuels your dreams. You have got to believe in the power of your dreams. You have got to believe that your dreams will come true, should you put in the work, should you take action. But break down the belief part. You don't just wake up with belief. You have to work on that belief process. You have to work on the positivity in your life. How do you do that? Through personal development, you guys. This has changed my life. This has changed my business. I'm currently listening to, because I listen to my personal development, Lewis Howes' School of Greatness, and he's just so awesome. I don't know why I didn't start listening to it sooner. Thank you, Josh Coates, for that recommendation. And I'm just being blown away. So if you guys are looking for something, that's a great personal development book or audiobook to listen to. But anyhow, this belief system starts by, you have to drill it into your head. You have to tell yourself every single day, wake up, read your daily affirmations. You guys should have something, maybe have it set as a backdrop on your phone. I am an awesome Beachbody coach, or I am, an elite Beachbody coach. Like, you have to tell yourself those things every single day, even though you're not there yet. You're working towards that dream or that goal, So belief is really what fuels your dreams, and the way you work on your belief is through personal development. That's why it is, a very important vital behavior that is taken way too lightly, So I'm always stressing that because it is just, like I said, changed my life, changed my family's. So, excuse me. Let me go into what I was going to talk about. So with this huge belief system that you're building on, you're working on through personal development like that, oh, sorry, my kiddos are in the other room practicing their name writing skills while I do this. I have to keep them busy somehow. So, you're going to face adversity. The larger and scarier your dreams, and the more you put them out there, the more you put yourself out there, the more adversity, the more, negativity, I guess is another word, that you are going to face. It's inevitable. Like, don't tell yourself it's not going to happen, because it is going to happen. Some people experience it a little bit more. Some people experience it a little bit less. It's just one of those things that you have to mentally prepare yourself for. Don't let it cripple you, though. That's something that a lot of coaches do. They take it very seriously. I'm being one of them. When it first started happening to me in the beginning of my business, I take everything to heart. I'm such an emotional being. But that's why it's so great to have a supportive team, to have friends to lean on when that type of thing happens, and just know that you aren't alone. This happens to every single coach, especially the very successful coaches, because in order to get to that level of success, you have got to have failed repeatedly over and over and over and over and over. And a really great story, just super sum it up, is something I read about. You guys all know Walt Disney. Well, I guess when Walt Disney, before Disney, Disneyland and Disney World, things like that, he worked for a newspaper, and he actually, I believe, was fired, I guess, and told that his ideas just sucked and that he should just go kick rocks, so on and so forth. Well, he obviously didn't stop there. He let that fuel his fire. He, didn't let the adversity cripple him. And he went on to do big, giant things. You guys obviously all know who Walt Disney is, and the crazy lifestyle, or not, the brand he's created and passed on to, his family generations after him. Is just amazing. That is one really cool story about someone that we all know that didn't take no for an answer, that didn't take someone telling him that his ideas sucked, didn't take that to heart and let that cripple him. And I don't want you guys to do the same thing. You may have your own spouse saying something like that. You may have your own parents, your best friend, your sister, your brother, whoever is the closest to you might be telling you those things right now. But you have got to just let it fuel your fire, and you have got to embrace the suck. And that is something Tony Horn actually says in 22 Minute Hardcore. I will never forget it. He's like, embrace the suck. You guys have got to embrace when sucky things happen, because ask me how many times sucky things have happened. Oh my gosh, like so much. But if I would have quit and let that cripple me and just stop and pull the plug, I would not be where I'm at today. So something really awesome that Lewis Howes says is, everyone fails. Highly successful people fail more times than the rest of the world, and with much higher stakes at hand. And that's from the School of Greatness book. Like I said, the more success you see someone have, you've got to understand in the back of their head, or in the back of your head, that they've failed like 1,000 times, like over 1,000 times, like so many times, but they just didn't let it stop them. That's the only difference between you and whoever that person maybe you're idolizing. So that's just something to remember. Like I said, that book, he's in my head constantly right now, so it's really crazy. This is something that stuck with me also, and I kind of wrote it down just because I couldn't memorize it. But he says, Lewis Howes, a vision without action is merely a dream, which you guys all understand. Action without vision just passes the time. Vision with action can change the world. So with great vision, great dreams, great goals, you can't just stop there, because, if you don't take action, that's what I'm going to talk about next. It's like a fantasy, it's something that you just think about all the time, and you just kind of, oh well, you're just settling, you know what I mean? So you've got to take action. So what now? You have your big giant dreams and your goal boards and your visions and things like that. You've got to take action, like I said. So right here, I have about 6 things that I have written down that I want you guys to all think about. Maybe utilize it as a checklist. So when I say take action, these are the things that I think about. not in any particular order, but number one, you've got to do your vital behaviors and commit to yourself and your dreams. You can't take this lightly. You know, your vital behaviors are your vital behaviors for a reason. Every successful coach does their vital behaviors. It's a no-brainer, you guys. Like, you have got to do those things and commit to yourself. You know, you owe it to yourself before you owe it to your family, before you owe it to whoever else. You owe it to yourself to go all in. Number two, I have written down, you've got to treat your business like a business if you want great success. You know, if I slacked off and I just said like, oh, I don't want to work for the next like week or 2 weeks, or I'll just kind of, you know, I won't curse right now, but half butt it. You know, the other word, ASS. That's how my business is going to reflect that. My business is going to reflect that wishy-washy, you know, those wishy-washy behaviors, the inconsistency. That's just, you know, that's not how I want my business to work. I want it to be, you know, relatable. I want it to be professional. I want it to be, you know, something that looks easy, because it truly is easy when we really think about it and break it down. But you've got to treat it like a business if you want it to pay you out like a business. Let's just be real. Number three, utilize all the coach tools, trainings, the past team calls, which are all posted in our team page, and as resources and learning opportunities. You guys, like you guys have all known from the get-go, this is self-paced. You guys have so many resources and everything I just listed literally at your fingertips. You have got to take the initiative. You've got to commit to yourself and treat your business like a business and actually utilize those tools. I can't sit there on your shoulder and say, did you watch this today? Did you watch that today? That's just, I'm not your manager, you know? And I don't want you guys to feel that that's how you need to lead your future teams or your current teams, because that's not the case. You've got to teach yourself to be resourceful, and you've got to teach your team to be resourceful, provide the tools and things like that for them, show them where they're at, guide them to them, you know? Number four, I wrote down, you've got to be running challenge groups. Like, hello, if you want to take action on your dreams and meet new people, and bring new people onto your team and recruit and things like that, you've got to be running challenge groups. That is like the basis of our business. You know, you guys all know people can buy the products and things like that off Amazon or off, you know, the Beachbody website and not even get a coach. Truthfully, what you're selling at the end of the day is yourself. You are branding yourself. I cannot say that enough. It is just so important to remember at the end of the day. And that's why your pictures need to be on your social media accounts, your face, your smiling face, maybe you working out, you know, you doing a workout video, you with your kids. You have got to put your face on your social media like a lot in my experience, because you're branding yourself. And that's my personal opinion. And so you've got to be running challenge groups. You've got to be, especially if you have teams of your own, you have got to be, hey, you guys, can you please be nice? Thank you. Lacey, keep it to yourself. Lacey, I see you. Hey, this is life, you guys. I have to stop during my videos, my trainings, and yell at my kids. That's just life. So number four, be running challenge groups. Number five, get a success partner, you guys. Like I said, get someone that's going to hold you accountable. Get someone that you know you can message maybe every day and just hold each other accountable. Talk about challenge groups, run challenge groups together, you know, do all those things, you know, support you if you're slacking off on your personal development, or if you haven't gotten a workout in a couple days because you've been sick. Like, that's what a accountability / success partner should do. You guys should obviously have a great friendship, I believe, but sometimes, you know, typically what I've noticed is that you become like great friends, then all your conversation is talking about like what you're going to do this weekend and, you know, what you just bought recently, and which is cool and fine and dandy. I want you guys to be friends, but the whole point to having a success partner is so that you guys climb that ladder, you hit whatever goals you have, you hit success, you know, whether it's ranking, whether it's volume, whether it's signing 3 coaches, 4 coaches, 5 coaches a month, whatever that success goal you have set for yourself, that's what your success partner should, you know, bring that support and that accountability to the table. You both should be adding to that relationship. And number 6, have a no excuses mentality, you guys. Let's just be real. You guys have all seen me go through so much in the 2 years that I've been a coach. For starters, you know, we moved within the first 6 months. We didn't move into our own place. We moved in with my husband's grandma, and that was just 2.5 months of my life I don't want to ever relive or really think about. Then you saw me move into my brand new house in a new town 45 minutes away, you know. So I went through 2 moves within the first year that I was a coach. And then you guys saw me last year put down one of my dogs. I lost a dog. I lost, let me see, I think we lost a family member on my husband's side, and all sorts of things in between. Like, you guys all know my relationship with my mother isn't the greatest. I've been through a lot with that. I've just been dealing with a ton of life stresses. But if I let that get in the way, like every single day, because let's face it, something comes up every single day, I would not be where I'm at. I wouldn't be doing this, you know. You've got to have a no excuses mentality. It could always be worse. When I think about my hard days, I'm like, Britt, shut up, because so-and-so right now is, you know, battling cancer. You know, so-and-so just, you know, their spouse was in a motorcycle accident. Like, it couldn't be so much worse. Don't let those excuses slow you down. I understand. Excuse me. We get sick. Like, for me, example, I have bronchitis. I've been sick for over going on 10 days now. And yeah, I'm a lot better and I can work out and do those things. But if I just like put on the brakes and just decided to stop what I was doing and not run my business, work my business, check in with a team for a whole week, like, you know what that would do? That would kill my momentum. That would just, you've got to have a no excuses mentality. I'm not saying like work when you're sick or anything like that, but don't ever stop, you know? There's always things you can do to add value to others every single day, even if it's just a motivational post, you guys. Like, don't go absent on social media. Do not. And I'm speaking from my own past experience. And like I said, my own, that's just how I feel, you know, and what's helped me, I believe, is never going absent on social media. I actually think that sometimes when I'm going through my struggles, like my followers, my friends, like they like to see that, because I'm usually positive like 99% of the time. But when I'm having a bad day, like I'm like, I got to share that, because that is so much more relatable than, you know, me being super happy all the time, which I am. But yeah, those are the things I have written down. You know, this is all about the power of your dream and taking action. So a couple things left I have written down is, do not try to be perfect, you guys. Like I just said, when I have my bad days or I'm looking like a hot mess, I will straight up post a selfie of myself and I will own it. I will tell my followers, like, yep, I'm not gonna like put on makeup before I work out at 6 a.m. Like, that's just not gonna happen. Another tip, done is better than none. You know, some things that I kind of did in the very beginning, which I thought were, you know, vital, was having these perfect looking posts. I would spend 30 to 45 minutes sometimes on my challenge group posts. And looking back, I'm like, wow, that's a big time waster. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that like things like Instagram or visually, you know, need to capture the viewer. But like I said, at the end of the day, you're selling yourself. Your face has got to be on your invite post, or, you know, you've got to be talking about it in a video or something like that. You know, the stock images and all that stuff, like they're just not, don't do it, guys. Don't do it. But done is better than none. So even though you might be thinking like, oh man, I'm not good at making posts, I'm just not going to make one. You've got to put something out there. You know what I mean? Like post a selfie or make a video about it, you know? But done is better than none. So don't completely skip out. Like I said, don't completely go MIA on social media. Put yourself out there every single day, even though you think, you know, your life may not be that interesting. Like today, I'm at home all day. I left for Lacey's dance class and now I'm back home. Did I do anything cool today? Did I go to Target today? No, but you're still going to see me on social media. And the last thing I have down, be intentional with what you're talking about in your posts. So you guys all have heard of the book, Jab, 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 Right Hook. You know, being intentional is a way to draw in people like you. And those are people that you want on your team. For example, to empower is, you know, I would say 80-90% mothers. Hold on, sweetie, I'm not done. Hold on. You need to go back out, okay? Here we go again. This is getting to be long. What was I saying? Oh, be intentional with what you are talking about with your invites, especially. Don't beat around the bush for 3 weeks talking about someone's dog. I understand you want to form that relationship, and that is so, so, so important. And that's got to be, first and foremost. You've got to be talking to people, asking them questions, but be intentional when you invite them. Don't be like, so have you heard of Beachbody? And like, Shakeology is something I drink every day. Like, I was wondering if you would maybe want a sample of it because I have a couple packs. I mean, say no. Say, you know what? You should already know maybe what they're struggling with. Say, oh, my husband's calling. Say, something to the effect of like, hey girl, you told me that you skip breakfast and by the time lunchtime rolls around, you're hitting up that fast food joint. Like, Shakeology will help you so much. I used to do the same thing. Like, I have a couple samples. I would love to help you out. You could be in my free clean eating group if you wanted to. Like, let's get this going. You don't have to skip breakfast for the rest of your life. That kills your metabolism. Boom. You invited them to a challenge group, a free challenge group, and you invited them to try Shakeology because you already know that they skip breakfast. So anyhow, long story short, this video is long enough. I ramble. Sorry, guys. But those are the things that I hope, you guys take away. You can listen to this again. Like I said, this was going to be kind of like a team call topic, but I decided to just record the video and it'll obviously be posted for you guys and I'll put it on my YouTube. But those are just my tips for, dreaming big, why you should dream big. Don't sell yourself short, and how to take action on your dreams, So I hope this has helped you guys, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.